Alright, so I don't really do stuff like this, but Marvel Tokon has been out for like a little bit now, and I've been thinking about, just combo theory and just game theory in general, and I kind of just want to share some of my thoughts, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so first thing I want to talk about is how you're gonna play round one, the game plan in round one versus how you're gonna play in the following rounds and stuff like that, right? And for the most part, round one is just going to be used spinning farming assists, right? Like, you're going to probably do something like this. Either switch or don't. Well, I overextended the combo, but... And then, whatchamacallit, in a normal setting, you would get the pip, or I got the pip, you would get the pip and then get the character. And for the most part, you just want to keep doing that. You get the hit here, you use the wall, you get another character, you do your combo, blah blah blah, you do all that, right? And for the most part, that's probably what you want to do for like the entirety of round one, right? Just spend that farming meter, farming your assists, making sure you assemble your team. And then at the round one, that's when, if you have all your team, or hell, even if you just have 2 members of your team, right? Probably gonna be in like wherever this is, right? Either close to a stage with a wall. Is gonna be, I think it's gonna be very rare, especially if you don't roll around, that you end up like back here, like in the middle stage or whatever. Unless it's like X Mansion where there's no wall, right? That's basically how you want to play. You want to farm for your assists and kind of do as much damage as possible so you can end the round as fast as possible. And then everything after round one, especially if you have all your assists, right? Even if you lose the round, you're still gonna have access to another assist. That's when things start getting interesting, right? Now, what I've been thinking about doing is that if I'm not at a stage, right? If I'm in the middle of the stage, like if it's a 3-parter or like a 5-parter or whatever, and I'm in the middle of the stage and I have all my assists, right? I don't think, like, aside from like getting more damage in the combo, I don't really think there is a need to switch. Like, don't get me wrong. If I use like 2 of my assists and I only have 1 thing to follow up, and maybe I only have like 1 pip or something like that, and I get a confirm, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I need the pip back. Let me get the pip back. I'm gonna switch positions. But if I'm already not at the wall, maybe it might not be that advantageous to break the wall, right? I mean, obviously, it's gonna be better because you're obviously gonna get like this soft knockdown or the hard knockdown, and then advantage when running in, right? But giving your opponent that chance for the reset might not be as valuable as, like, I don't know, doing a combo here, or hold on, like doing a combo here and then going for some type of mix-up, right? Obviously that's not the right thing, but round one you want to spend farming assists, and then round two you basically, which leads into my next point, it's just go for combo limit or super if you have Oki off a super into set play, right? Like, for instance, right, Spider-Man, when he has the corner and I do like a combo here and then I level 1, right? If I level 1 and I have the corner, right, I get Oki here. I could get either overhead or I could do low, right? And then that mix is gonna lead me into another situation where you could probably just kill off of that, right? Like, this is going to be a 2-touch game kind of game, right? Like, even just seeing early tournament footage or seeing how people are going about playing the game, right? It's probably gonna be a 2-touch game. And if your character isn't a character that gets Oki off of like level 1 mix, like for instance, like there we go. Yeah, so even if your character isn't somebody like Blade who gets crazy Oki off of like level 1, you probably want to go for something like that, right? Some like you abuse the combo limit and then just use and then go for an Oki situation. Something like that, right? Like something where you can just get, so you can use the combo limit, get the damn breakout, and then you go for some type of Oki, right? I feel like that is going to be the game plan after round 1, because depending on what the hit is, 9 times out of 10, especially if you have all your assists, you can if you have all your assists, you can really just kill from that point onward, right? Now this is a 3-round game, but I still think it's you can still apply the same game plan, right? And this is why wall breaks low-key can be impactful too, because you do get meter back for wall breaking, right? So after round 1, it's going to be an interesting thing where it's just like, okay, do I want the meter? Do I want my green pip back? Even though the wall break is a reset to neutral and they could have a chance to break out, or do I want to just say, forget it all, we're gonna meter dump. I'm so bad at that. That's going to be the interesting dilemma going for round 1 gameplay. For me, right, if you have the wall, no question, right? You're just gonna go for the wall break and then just meter dump. Just gonna meter dump. Like, it's no brainer, no thought behind it. Just do it, right? Like, that's already 70k. Like, especially depending on what hit you got, you're probably doing 30k. Like, I already did 30k. So whatchamacallit, if I got this hit here, wall splat, he's dead. Like, he's basically dead at this point. So, like, obviously when you're in the wall, there's no dilemma. But when you're mid-screen, that's where the dilemma is gonna be. Do you go for the wall break, or do you just meter dump? And I think more times than not, going for the wall break is probably going to be more advantageous than staying mid-screen. Oh, another thing to add to post-round game plan, I guess, which kind of goes hand in hand. Actually, no, it kind of goes in hand with like your game plan for the first round too, is when you get the wall break, I don't know the exact number, right? Now, I don't know when you become actionable during those 84 frames, but it's enough advantage to run in and get some type of button to start pressure again, right? Like, we all know that when Magic breaks the wall, she can run up, do M. She can run up, do M, and that pretty much jails you. Like, you have to block this. When she gets a strange transition into run up M, that's just, you just gotta hold that. You have to hold that. You can do assist and assemble back. You could do that to armor through the first hit, or armor it, because it's not like frame 1, even though it may feel like it. I mean, they might be able to make it meaty so that it is frame 1. You do have a little bit of leeway in there to get some type of option in there, right? But what I want to talk about is when you get the wall splat, right, you got to figure out what option you have in order to stop them from jumping away, because it's very easy to stop them from jumping away, especially if you don't get like a frame perfect dash into button, right? Like, Spider-Man can do run up M and then go for his mix or whatever, but sometimes it might be better. Spider-Man has different options, right? He has this into assist call, and then you can go from there, right? Blade has what? He honestly has the same thing as Magic, where he could do run up M. He could do run up M and start his pressure, just because his sword M, his stand M is just kind of ridiculous. Magic has dash up M into imagination, because she can actually just do whatever. Just basically, like, once you get your opponent to respect you during screen transitions, once you get your opponent to start respecting you during screen transitions, you can start doing whatever, right? Figure out your button that you can use to stop them, or basically escaping your pressure, because it is your turn. Like, when you get a screen transition, it is your turn. Like, do not let them try to jump away or press buttons. Like, this is your turn. You take your turn there. The only thing that they can do is this invincible reversal thing. But if they're doing that, one, they have to spend the bar. Or not even they don't have to spend the bar, but they spend whatever green assemble gains they have. I think a lot of people have seen the video where you probably don't want to be doing the Spider-Man, what is it, Spider-Man these loops. We're probably getting rid of those just because of the stylus system. And if you don't know what the stylus system is the amount of special moves you use in a combo increases the damage you do in the combo, right? So if you're just looping this, if you're just looping quarter circle back into fireball, you're losing out on a lot of damage. Hold on, let me do 2 reps of it, right? Just so you can see the damage difference. Boom. So this does 47k. But if I were to do a combo like this, just so it's easier. Yeah, it's already 48k. Now, granted, it doesn't seem like a lot of damage right now because obviously it's only one loop. But if I were to do like the whole loop, alright, that's the loop damage. Like, you could already just see the damage difference right there. Like, the damage difference is already crazy. Now, granted, I am using meter and the wall splat and all these different other resources, right? But that's the whole point. You want to use as many moves as you can within the combo in order for you to get the most amount of damage out. And the reason why I mentioned this, right, is because the combo that I just did, it only works in the corner, right? You can still do this into this, but it's going to result in the wall splat, which brings me to my point of you're going to need to have a wall combo and a non-wall combo, because people don't realize how high damage is in this game. Like, there are situations where you can just straight up just kill. Like, I genuinely think that if you're not at the wall already, there are situations where you can just do a ridiculous amount of damage without needing the wall splat or doing this stuff, right? Like, obviously, like, you can use a loop combo. You can use the loop combo here, right? Because it does a lot of damage. Basically, that going forward, I think people are going to develop, you know, non-wall versions of the combo, or non-wall version cash out combos, or just non-wall version combos, right? And I guess this all ties back into, you know, combo limit into set play, right? But that's basically what I mean, where it's just, we are going to have to start developing, or people are going to start developing these situations where you can loop the pressure, right? Like, people have already found 2-touch situations even without needing wall splat, right? Or 2-touch situations where you go for combo limit mix and then you can kill them mid-screen. Even I haven't figured it out 100%, but I have seen stuff where Spider-Man can set up, I don't know, like a meaty web bomb, and then just go from there, right? But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of situations where you're going to need to learn how to do combos that involve the wall and combos that don't involve the wall. Or there's a cash out combo that I'm learning right now that doesn't involve the wall, that involves like 2 EXs, but the damage is pretty comparable to what a cash out combo could look like. All right, there we go. Now you can see how the damage is comparable to the cash out version at the wall, but it's still not as good. But either way, that's still 70. That is still 72k that you can do if you really about it. If you really have like all your meter, which a lot of the times you can have a lot of your meter, right? Like, unless you're spending EX on every conversion, or you have to spend EX on every conversion, you're gonna have to start being mindful of where your screen positioning is and what combo you want to do relative to the screen position that you're at. Now, another thing I want to talk about is when you're actually at the wall, right? This situation right here, that wall splat right there is a hard knockdown. Like, it may not look like it, but you don't have any options besides slump and then get up regularly. You can't roll. You can't roll out. You have to just stand up. Like, hold on. Okay, so I put the wrong thing while I was recording, right? I did ground tech instead of wake up tech, but the same thing still applies, right? There we go. Yeah, it's still a hard knockdown. Like, he's not gonna be able to roll anywhere. Like, even if I set both of them on, like, you can't roll forward out of that. It's stuck that way. Air tech, it's still that way. You have to block that. Yeah, you see, it's just a slump and then they get up. I think the future where this game lies, right, is probably doing something like you get a wall splat combo, backdash, call assist, and then go for mix up. Like magic assist is kind of slow, but you can see the idea of where I'm coming from, right? Get wall splat, and then you set up mix. There are definitely some assists that are faster. Like, for instance, you could probably do it with like blade assist, right? Do something like that. Like, let me set him to block after damage. Do some stuff like that, right? Yeah. So, like, you force him to block, and then that's just automatic. That's just an automatic mix-up or whatever. And I think this is going to be really strong. I just think in the future this is going to be really strong and something that people start looking forward to it. Because especially depending on the combo you do, right? So like 3k. And then I'm bad at the mix now, but like you can obviously set up another mix, right? Like you could probably do something like this, just in theory, right? You do something like that. I'm not really that good a Magic player yet, but you could do something like that in theory. You could probably kill off of that, right? So that's just how strong that setup is going to be going into the future, right? I think wall splat into call assist. You can even wall splat again and then kind of loop the pressure if you really wanted to, right? Depending on the assist you have. But I just think this wall splat right here is gonna be ridiculous going forward. Like, obviously there's gonna be situations where you can just kill, so going for the wall splat mix is not that crazy. But let's say you start like full screen, or maybe not full. Actually, yeah, like Spider-Man can start full screen. Oh man. Like, even them sliding down, right? But you get what I'm saying. Like, Spider-Man can take you full screen, and then probably set up the mix himself. Even if it's not full screen, right? Like, even just mid screen, set up the mix, dash back, do some shit like that. You could do something like that. And I think that is going to be very strong. I think this wall break backdash Oki setup is going to be very strong going forward. I don't know how many people are going to start employing it, but I genuinely think that it's going to be a strong technique going forward. I mean, I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about in this one. I know it may come off a bit scrambly. I'm going to try to edit it down so that way it's more concise and consistent. It gets to the point faster. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. I think this game is really fun. There's some really broken stuff in here. Maybe I'll talk about more stuff that I'm thinking about. But these are just some of my early thoughts about where the metagame could end up going. This isn't even talking about character traits and stuff, just like general game plan that you probably want to be thinking about regardless of what team you're using. I definitely think this game has a lot to offer, and I can't wait to see what else other people come up with. But these are just some of my thoughts and what I'm thinking about going forward into the future of this game. Let me know if you have any ideas or what you think people are gonna start doing or utilizing going forward. And yeah, appreciate you watching. Do all those YouTube things, hit the subscribe button, the like button, the hype button, all of that. And I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, bye.